This video I'm making, this is the second video I'm making for Rohini Mundra, Rohini, Rohini, R capital space, Mundra, Mundra, M capital, Mundra, Bangalore. Uh, Second video, why? Because it's very important to build the follow-up. I've learned in coaching business. The way coaches take follow-up, as a coach, even I have to take follow-up on my thing. So this is a follow-up video, the part number 2. So in part 1, I've explained the whole perspective about Rohini Mundra, and she's a good girl, a good woman. I have no idea, but the work she is doing, there are a few people who have raised concern, and within my capacity, I'm just trying to ensure that Rohini is aware about these concerns, and these concerns have to be taken care of. So within my capacity, I have written to her, made a video. My team has always, I have also sent an email to her. Her email ID I have, but I don't have the permission to share her email ID because I have never spoken to Rohini Mundra, so I don't have the concern from her. And I respect the privacy of email and mobile number too. But I've given time to her. It's very important for us to work within the timing guidelines, because even Rohini is also working with the timing guidelines with her students or potential students, right? So I've given her the timing guidelines. I think I've given her today or tomorrow. I have no idea. The team has decided time, keeping everything in consideration, whether the systems and the processes are open or not. Today is Sunday, if I'm not wrong. So let's see whether Rohini is responding or not in email. I have also written to her on her personal Instagram. I've also written to her on LinkedIn. I've also written to her on email. And I hope, as she is a coach, she's a digital coach, she is helping people to build their digital empire the way she is building her digital empire. So I'm very sure she must be having the digital team the way she has her legal team. So let's see whether the team is vigilant enough or not about whatever we have written and whatever the concerns we have raised, because of which unnecessary people are getting unhappy, which is not fair. So Rohini, take care of the timing guidelines, because the absence of words or the absence of any kind of reactions or the reply will indicate that you are not even acknowledging the concerns which few of your students are raising. So if you are not even acknowledging, then make sure in the next event you will find some interesting guests in volume, right? I think there is no place in India where the guests are not allowed. Even if it's a hotel, the guests are allowed. Even if it's a 5-star hotel, the guests are allowed, right? If you are doing event at a private property, then the one step outside the private property, it could be a gate. It's a property of the government or the property of the forest or the property of the personal person. So within a capacity, we'll make sure that we are coming in volume at your events. Make sure you do not do any event before you settle this. I insist. My humble request. Rohini, humble request, right? Rohini, I know you're a good person. So my humble request, before you settle this, before we complete the audit, before you settle the audit, make sure that you are not doing any event to ensure that we are not expanding this problem. Rather, we are, sometimes in life we go on a wrong track, and then sometimes we have to come back on the wrong track. If you're going on a wrong track in solitude, it's like you're alone wrong, and your movement and your journey is not affecting positively or negatively other people, then it's okay. But it's like you're collecting people in masses and you're collecting money in masses. So that's not fair. Wherever there is a money, the audit is required. So the audit is on the way, but make sure you're not doing any event before that, even a webinar or Zoom. In case if we noticed that you are doing a Zoom and you are doing the 99 rupees event, it doesn't stop me from joining that Zoom meeting by paying 99 rupees, or doesn't stop my team to join that meeting in 99 rupees, or doesn't stop the authorities, the legal authorities, or the non-legal authorities, or the relevant authorities to join that meeting and see that what you are doing and how you are doing it doesn't stop. So make sure that next time when you are doing a Zoom live webinar, maybe I am listening, or maybe someone who is listening, and your audit is already started, right? Just because you are not submitting the papers or not responding, that doesn't mean that audit has not started. Everything is public, right? You're not receiving money from them in cash, right? You must be receiving money from your bank account. So India is a public everything is public in India. It's like if you're running a company, even though if it is not a private limited company, but I think you're supposed to produce documents in front of public, especially when you're taking money from public. So it sounds like a scam, and I don't like that. The girl like you, you're a good girl, I know. Why I know? Because someone, when I saw your videos, I thought that yes, you understand the importance of sharing, but I also realized that along with sharing, you're charging too much for that sharing, which is not worth. And there, I think the system might, you might have to tweak and change the system there. So there's a part 2 video of Rohini Mundra. Make sure, Rohini, you're responding to it and taking care of the timing guidelines.